My kings and queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my team subscribers. You are loved, celebrated and appreciated. So today I want to take you to Burkina Faso. Yeah, that's have been one of the best countries to talk about. For me personally, I don't know how you feel. Whenever I talk about the Sahel, I keep saying it, I become all emotional. And the reason is because the wind of change from the Sahel is something that is like a positive energy for the mother continent and is affecting everybody. Like whether you like it or not, you will be affected by the wind of change from the Sahel. The bravery of the Sahelians, especially the Burkinabes, because we're going to be talking about Burkina Faso today. Now, do you know that the Western America, Europe, the whole of Europe have tried their best to make Ibrahim Traore look like a terrorist? No, that's not the word. There was a time, oh my goodness. There was a time the mainstream media, the Western mainstream media came out and said that Ibrahim Traore is ruling Burkina Faso like a tyrant. He doesn't take advice from anybody. Like they were propagating. Oh my goodness, I'm like, why are these people so bitter? Why are they so negative? Okay? Now, the news is that no, normally Ibrahim Traore should be off office as of July, and the Burkinabes have refused. They said no, that they are not taking out Ibrahim Traore because he is the best man for the job. And so they don't care whether he remain in office for the next 10 years. Your Majesties, like this is the only country in the continent right now that the citizens they can stand up confidently and vouch for their leader. So why are we not supposed to be happy, Your Majesties? Oh my goodness. This, maybe you didn't hear that. This is the only country in the continent right now that the citizens can stand up, okay, and vouch confidently for their leader. The citizens can take anything for their leader. The citizens can accept to be killed so that their leader can be alive. Oh my, is this not the kind of life that we are supposed to have, Your Majesties, as a people? Is it not the kind of life that we're supposed to live as the African people? They said to hell with democracy of the West. We want our leader to remain on seat. No one is taking him out. Okay? I want you to listen to them yourself. Then we are going to talk about some of the things about Ibrahim Traore that the world would not push out for you. Some of the things that you might not be aware of him. Like this guy. Anyway, let's listen to the streets and we'll listen to this, my friend. I love the way she analyzes things.
The charter stipulates that the transition period will extend for 5 years starting from July 2024. This extended timeline is intended to ensure a thorough and stable transition from the current administration to a fully elected government. A significant structural change introduced in the modified charter is the transition of the role from the President of the Transitional Head of State to the President of Burkina Faso Head of State, who will also serve as the Supreme Head of the Armed Forces.
When you see me smiling this way, then you know that is a wonderful news. The latest around the world and in Africa. I posted a video some time back telling you that the Burkinabe protesting that they want Ibrahim Traore to remain the president because his term and his promise was going to end in July this year. So the people took to the street to demand that Ibrahim Traore remains the president of Burkina Faso. So finally these people went into a meeting and they even tried a coup to make sure, because they know very well that this man is going to be selected as the president. So they were doing all that they can to stop. But unfortunately for the West, unfortunately for Africa, Ibrahim Traore is now the official president of Burkina Faso. He's no longer the interim president, but rather the president of Burkina Faso. So it's high time for us to let the West know that we are no longer going to use the kind of leadership that they gave to us to rob us, to loot us, and to extort We are a people of our own. Chinese have their way of governance. Europeans have their way of governance. They have given us democracy, yet they practice human rights, not democracy. Yes, Russia has their way of leadership. So Africa also needs to decide their way of leadership. And Burkina Faso have opened the way. And we are so proud of Burkina Faso for this wonderful thing that you have done. So Ibrahim Traore is now going to be the president for Burkina Faso for 5 good years and beyond. And even when the time comes, we will still want him to continue.
Your Majesties, that is the joy for me, and I felt like you all might love to hear this as well, and that's why I brought it to you. That the Burkinabes have come out and decided that they want their leader, Ibrahim Traore, to remain the president of their country for the next 5 years. Like, where? Please tell me which country. Which country is that in the motherland? That the citizens will come out and say, no, we want this one to remain. There's no, is it not, was it not yesterday we saw that the Kenyans are saying, Ruto must go, Ruto must go, Ruto must leave. Okay? Is it, which of the country? Name it. Which country is it in this continent that the citizens will come out and say, no, you are not leaving? Which country is that in the continent that the leader will say, okay, my tenure has expired, I want to leave? And the citizens will say, no, you are not leaving, no. We will have to stay there. They came out in mass to beg Ibrahim Traore to remain in office. And when we tell you that what is going on in the Sahel is what should go on around the motherland, some of you feel like, what is she saying? What does she know about politics? Does she know what military regime is? There have been a lot of underground job done by the French government, a lot of underground job done by the American government, just to look for something to pin on this man, just to, make this man look like a bad person in the eyes of those he rules, of the Burkinabes. But all were unproductive. Why were they unproductive? Because Ibrahim Traore truly have his people at heart. Ibrahim Traore is invested. Okay? Now, these are the things about Ibrahim Traore that many of you do not know. Now, why would citizens, why would the masses not love a leader with qualities like this man's quality? Now, number one, Ibrahim Traore do not take presidential pay. He had never taken presidential pay since he became the leader of Burkina Faso. Who does that? Give me an answer, Your Majesties. Like, who does that? He took the mantle of leadership. He took the position of being the president and leader, or whichever name you want to call it, but he has never taken the presidential pay. You can check it out. Do more research about it. Ask Burkinabes. Oh, these are coming from Burkinabes. It's not like someone is just coming up to say something so to make Ibrahim Traore look good. Ibrahim Traore is good. This is what we call, this is the definition of a good leader. He never went there because he wanted the money. Mind you, the position he was before he took over. He saw the pain that his people were going through, and he felt like there must be a way out. I can make the change. He took it upon himself, and this is a challenge to all of us. When I see his story, I read about him, I see how he evolved. I'm like, we can't wait for any, like, if you're sitting down waiting for me and I'm sitting down waiting for you, nothing will work unless we take on this mantle, unless we take upon ourselves these responsibilities. Nothing will change. What am I doing to make the motherland a better place? What are you doing to make the motherland a better place? These are questions we need to ask ourselves. Who will not like a leader like this, Your Majesties? Number two, when Ibrahim Traore was faced with questions like, why are you aligned with Russia? We've talked a lot about Russia here. Mind you, I've been someone who keeps saying, do not trust anyone. Don't trust Russia. Don't trust America. Don't trust France. Don't trust the Chinese. Don't trust. Why? Because of past histories. And it's still there in history that the Russians helped the African people a lot during the war, and it's something that we know about. But people can change. We just have to tread with caution. That's what I am saying, okay? So when he was asked about Russia, what he said was that the French government knew the solution to this insurgency. They knew what they can help the Sahel with, that these things will be zero, that the occurrence of these insurgency activities will be zero. They didn't. It was Russia who came in and gave Burkina Faso the supply of this heavy equipment. And since Russia started giving aid like this to Burkina Faso, have you been hearing about insurgencies as such again in the Sahel? The answer is no. Because these things are politics. French was using these people, taking out their resources. Macron, like someone would say, it was the stupidity of Macron or the imbecility of Macron that made them lose the hold that they have in the Sahel. These are what they see behind closed doors to say. They are beginning to blame each other now. Okay, now the French claim that they are in the Sahel, they're in Burkina Faso, in Nigeria and other parts because they want to help them solve the issue of terrorism. But in the real sense, they were not helping this government with equipment that can help them, that can aid them cut out these terrorist activities. You know, I keep saying it. How is it that the ammunitions that this terrorist group use is more advanced than that of our government? These are questions that we need to be asking ourselves as the African people. Because when you look at this terrorist group, they'll tell you they are using some equipment that are advanced. How do they get this equipment? Because there is a government, there is an international body that is funding them. And this international body are refusing to fund the local government to help curb out these people. Why? Because they are using these terrorists to steal our mineral resources. It is these terrorists they are using to take out what we have in our motherland. These terrorists help them pave way. These terrorists will pursue the villagers. These terrorists will prohibit people from entering a particular place. As these terrorists are occupying a place, that is when they are coming with helicopters to steal our resources and fly the air and go with it. And the painful thing is that the puppet leaders of our continent know about these happenings. We've spoke a lot about that here, where that ex-general was saying exactly what happens in Nigeria. How the government is aware of the foreign bodies who come in with helicopters through the northern part of Nigeria, stealing resources. And what is peculiar in that angle? Boko Haram. So there is Boko Haram present in an angle because foreign bodies want to use them to pursue people from that environment so they can come with planes, that come with helicopters to steal resources and go with it. Of course, with the knowledge of our leaders. So they tell them, okay, just pretend as if you don't know what is happening and you get this amount of money. Allow us to do what we want to do there. These people don't care about people's life. They take out people like this people's home. You know, they destroy people's life. All because they are interested in what they get. And this is the sole reason why France was loving Burkina Faso so much as they were loving Niger. So it pained them that they lost control of the Sahel. And now they are vibrating. But they are using other ways to get hold, to get themselves back up. And what are the other ways? Our puppet leaders who? Kenyans, talk to your president. This love that is going on between America and Kenya, this love is, I just hope that we will not cry tomorrow. And it's not just Kenya. They are also implanting things now. They are